Ever get the feeling that paintings are kind of like, well, they're saying more than what's just, right there on the surface. Like they've got these whole stories, these secret messages hidden just beneath the brushstrokes. Well, get ready to unlock some of those secrets today because we're diving into the world of art history and how artists use everything from sneaky symbols to, well, even just the titles of their paintings to say something deeper. It's like having a secret code, one that unlocks a whole hidden world within a painting. Or realizing that just a few words, the title, can completely change how you see a scene. Remember that deep dive we did on Caravaggio, by the way? Talk about a master of using a title to make you really think, Like take The Calling of St. Matthew. It's such an ordinary setting, right? But that title, it elevates this everyday scene into something divine. But Caravaggio, well, he wasn't alone in this.
Let's jump ahead a few centuries, hop across the English Channel to 19th century England, where this group of artists called the Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood, they were shaking things up, and they had this thing about titles too. One of their superstars was John Everett Millais. Imagine this. One of his most famous paintings, it's called, get ready for this, a Huguenot on St. Bartholomew's Day, refusing to shield himself from danger by wearing the Roman Catholic badge. Quite a mouthful, right?
Yeah, right.
But before we unpack that whole title, picture the painting itself. It's a romantic scene, a young couple, totally in love, embracing. But now, hold that image in your mind and put that original title back into the mix. Suddenly changes the vibe, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. That title, it throws you right into the thick of the French Wars of Religion. We're talking 1572, the St. Bartholomew's Day massacre. It was horrific. Catholics, you could tell who they were by the white armbands they wore. And they turned on their Protestant neighbors, the Huguenots. Slaughtered thousands. Just brutal.
Wow.
So in Millais' painting, you've got this woman, probably Catholic, and she's offering her beloved a white armband. It's a chance for him to, deny his faith, blend in, and survive, but he refuses.
So it's not just about religion then, is it?
No, not at all. It's life or death right there in that embrace.
Intense. And Millais uses both that super long title and the image itself to just really hammer home the emotion, the impossible choice between faith and, well, staying alive. But not all artists are so, like in your face with their message. Sometimes it's subtle, like you really got to look for it. Like, check this out. Solomon Hart, and his painting is called Milton Visiting Galileo, Imprisoned by the Inquisition. Where in 1638, Galileo's under house arrest, because his scientific theories were a little too out there for the church to handle. So he was visited by this English poet, John Milton. Okay, pretty straightforward scene, right? But get this, Hart, the artist, he was the first Jewish artist in the British Royal Academy. So, he's bringing like a whole other layer of perspective to this whole Inquisition thing. Right?
Oh, absolutely.
And if you look closely at the painting, you'll notice something. There, on the wall, almost hidden in plain sight, a painting within the painting. It's a copy of Titian's The Assassination of St. Peter Martyr. Seem random, not a chance.
Okay, so Peter Verona, the guy who got assassinated, he was a Dominican friar. But get this, he was also an inquisitor. And the man who killed him, considered blessed by some. You see where this is going?
Oh, yeah.
Hart's using this detail, this painting within a painting, to make us question the whole idea of the Inquisition, It's this subtle jab connecting Galileo's persecution to this whole history of punishing people for, well, just thinking differently.
Wow. It's like he's saying, hey, pay attention to details, question everything. Yeah, it's amazing how he does that, just slipping it in there so quietly. So we've got Millais being very direct with his message, and Hart, he's all about the subtlety. Two different styles, but they both make you think. They remind us that art is a conversation that's been going on for centuries, and sometimes it takes a little digging to really get what the artist is trying to say. So the next time you're looking at a painting, don't just glance at it, really look, do a little research. Who was the artist? What was happening in the world when they were painting this? And most importantly, pay attention to every little detail. You never know what secrets you might uncover.